So my favorite piece of theory is by far script. I absolutely love it, and I think it's core to TA philosophy, and a lot of ideas, other ideas I think, link to that.
Lovely. Could you explain a little bit about script, please?
So in a nutshell, script is the idea that we have some sort of a life plan, some sort of almost like a theater production of our life that we hold in us out of awareness, and we play it out. We manifest it, we bring other characters in and out. It may be dramatic or tragic or comic, slapstick, or very, very sad. And I find that idea very easy to relate to and work with clients who come.
Lovely. Could you give me an example of how you've used it with a client?
So one story that comes to mind, which I found very moving, was I worked with a couple who lost their child at the day that he was born. So he was born, and 45 minutes later the child died. And they came to me about 6 to 7 months after that in very, very distressed, not by the loss of the child, which of course was present, but more about the difficulty of relating to others and how others relate to them in terms of what happens. So people will not talk to them, or will avoid contact, or will work around the subject, and they didn't really know how to deal with that. And I think for them, one of the most meaningful changes that happened through the course of therapy was the ability to narrate, to tell the story of the lost son, give him a name, and talk about him and what they felt towards him, and what it felt to have him and not to have him, and just construct that sort of story around it. And it's just a very simple example of how powerful that can be, the ability for them to also talk to each other about it in a way that isn't censored.